Little stand-up desk action for you guys. Got myself Lund Racing got me a stand-up desk, and I actually put it up and got 3 screens and a big. It's a nice setup. If only I could show you. So today we're talking to poor people. We're talking about cloud chasing, and the reason I wanted to bring this up is because I want to say like 90% of the messages, like 90% of the messages on my Instagram or Facebook is that attempt to clout chase. And it is interesting because I don't understand what you get out of it. So obviously we're talking to peasants. So, I'm just going to ramble and I could talk about whatever. But I wonder what people get out of it, because it certainly isn't money, right? Like if you got 50,000 Instagram followers, how do you monetize those followers? Maybe you do lives and hopefully they give a shit about your lives. And you can monetize by them being able to buy stickers and all this dumb shit. They're like, are you standing? Yes, I am standing. I'm standing up. It's just, it's nice. It's really nice. This is like a really nice setup. I got to thank Lund Racing for the stand-up desk. 3 screens and a big screen over here. This is legit. All I need now is the coffee maker to be right there. And after the coffee maker's right there, I never have to leave this room. Do you know what I am saying? So before we get into it, cloud chasing, how do you monetize it? Why do people constantly hit me up to try to have me share their stuff? I'm the wrong guy. If you want your shit shared, you got to hit up someone with a way bigger account. So let's say hi to the people that came on quickly and said hello. So we got Candace Page, we got Corey Leckby, we got Monty540, Boost Lee, YouTube Corrupt, one of the mods, JD Swagmore, one of the mods, and SK Performance Jeff asked, how do you get the wrench next to your name? Simple. I make you a mod. Moderation requires you to get rid of spam and maybe muting somebody, but mostly spam. I'll do the muting mostly because if someone's annoying me or spamming me, I'll just get rid of them. So that's how you get it. So I have 2 mods on this channel, 1 mod on the other channel. We got Denzel, Angel Espinal, Cliff Elmore, Boost Lee, Candace Page again. Then Rich 50, Angel, Puerto Rico, buenos días, pobre. Hunter Walker, JD Swag asking about a Vortec. It's a good deal. Anytime you can get money out. Look, a lot of people forget taxes. Like, they say, well, Alex, I got a $4,500 or a $5,500 blower. Well, someone says, just spend $1,000 more, you'll get a brand new one. Right, plus taxes. Like, people just forget the whole tax situation. Thing ran just fine after. I just guess I was sitting for a while. Okay, we got Insane in the house. Nice to see you back. Hopefully you're doing better. Your whole situation is cleared up. We miss you. We miss you here. Just a 302 says, good morning. Ezekiel, Palacios, Eminem, Angel H, Rich 50, Scott N, Boosted 10R80, Solo 18GT, Joseph Jarasek, Ale Ahosani, early as fuck, Sean Roughton, Coyote Austin, Rabid Yodi, Boost. We got Kenny G. We got a Beefcake Racing in the house. Second Shift Racing. Morning, bitch. Currently in a deer stand listening to your show. Are you covered in deer piss? My favorite guys that go hunting, like they take hunting a little too serious. And they're like, okay, we got the deer. I don't know what the fuck. How do you attract deer? Piss? Yeah, let's go to the, I don't know, whatever the fuck shop. And let's cover ourselves in deer piss. Sick. Your wives are like, you guys are children. Go to Publix and buy meat. But anyway, if you do catch something, get me some of that venison. I'm down with that shit, bro. Carlos Arroyo says, oof, live YDBT, Rich 50, bring your wood screws. Good morning, good morning. Jason Vander Hyman says, what's up? And David Miller. Okay. So in the last couple of weeks, by the way, my voice is back. Thank God. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to sound like a weirdo the rest of my life. I already do. So a lot of people send me stuff like, oh my God, Alex, look at my buddy's car. Isn't it sick? And I'm like, it's a Coyote Swap Fox. I mean, hey, Alex, look at this Barra swapped. I'm like, oh, look, I'm the wrong guy if you want to, and I hate to use the word impress because I'm nobody, right? I'm nobody. So that's why I am not the gatekeeper of like clout, right? I'm not in the front gates of clout going, well, if you guys want clout, come through me. No, I don't. No. Also, what's happening is people are sending me time slips of course I don't tune. And I'm like, no offense. Why do I give a fuck what your car runs? Like, why do I personally, who works for Lund Racing, gives a fuck what your car runs if it isn't tuned by us? Please understand, I'm not being a dickhead. I'm just asking a genuine question. If I don't tune it, Tony, you're going to get electrocuted. You're going to get electrocuted. He's chewing on the fucking cable. If I don't tune it, or Lund doesn't tune it, Lund is me, same shit. Why should I give a fuck? You know what I mean? Like, what? Unless it's an insanely impressive number that I'm like, wow, unbelievable. But I can't imagine people sending me stuff, and I think they hope that I go, oh my God, Billy Bob from Alabama ran XYZ in negative 2010 Mariana Trench DA, and they want me to be impressed. And I'm like, are you wanting clout? Because I don't have it. Like, I don't have clout. I remember I shared one of a picture of a Viper not too long ago. Michael C. Davis, good guy. But then he started doing something that I thought was a little odd. He wanted to become more popular. And I said, dude, I'm thinking, why are you... Let it happen organically. Don't try to force feed people that Viper down their throats. Just let it happen organically. Another guy will be impressed by it. They share it. But he's like, how do you get more followers on Instagram? Who cares? You know how you get more followers on Instagram? You booty pop in front of Instagram. You wear leggings that shows your vagina. And then you do, I understood the assignment fucking dances, which is, I hate Instagram for that. I like the bitches booty popping though. They can do that all day, every day. Have you guys experienced or know somebody that does nothing but clout chase? Meaning, I want to become popular on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Understand, guys, if you have 1 million followers on Instagram, how do you turn that into money? What is the mechanism to turn that into money? There is none. What I do is I funnel people from Instagram, Facebook to my YouTube page where I get paid. So the best content is going to be here. I am not going to give you guys badass content on Instagram where I don't get paid for it. Here you watch for free. It's an app. Hit the like button. By the way, shout out to you motherfuckers. 168 people watching, 69 likes. That's what I'm talking about. Like, it's even hard to monetize here. I have to keep reminding people all the time, hit the like button, which I hate doing. Again, if it doesn't get liked, I don't do the shows because algorithmically it doesn't matter. And you can see it in real time in the analytics tab. People really send different tuner time slips. Wow. Yes. Hey, Alex, check out what my car ran. Sick. Who tunes it? Blah, blah, blah. Why the fuck you send it to me, bro? What? I don't care. No offense. I don't. You really think I care? Why don't you send me a time slip of a Honda? I care just as much. I don't tune them. I don't fuck with those cars. But you're sending me time slips of shit that I got nothing to do with? Weird. Clout chasing is a logical, narcissistic progression of participation trophy culture. SVT performance, you're 100% right. So I started seeing, because I bang old chicks. I bang most of your moms. You guys in your 20s, I have banged women that are your moms' age. And I've seen how y'all were raised. So I was born in 78, was primarily raised 80s and 90s. 90s was just a badass. I mean, in the 90s, baseball players were 6'8", 240 pounds, chiseled, hitting 600-foot bombs. Now we're celebrating 5'11", having ass motherfuckers like me. Anyway, so the Olympics, I mean, Russian women swimmers were like creating a rooster tail on their shit. Good old times. So growing up, a lot of these kids, young, quote unquote, younger kids, they weren't even in losing teams. It's almost like T-ball, right? T-ball, when I was growing up, there was a winning team and a losing team. Now it's like, oh, y'all just had fun and there is no winning, there's no losing. What? No. You lost, because how the hell else do you get motivated to get better at anything unless you lose at shit? I've done nothing but lose most of my life. Only in my 40s have I won a couple. But most of my life, guys, I lost. I lost a lot of shit. Did I sit there and go, boo hoo, woe is me? No, it pissed me off. And I said, let me get after it. Let me get better. Let me make more money. It's motivation. But a lot of people want that instant gratification. Okay, Alex, or let me just get positive reviews on something. And then when someone gives them a negative review, they fucking lose their mind. I love going in on people. I am Richard Petty when it comes to being petty. The king. So someone goes in on me. I'm like, fuck your mom. Fuck you. Normally, that would probably take away from my... They could dislike my shit. I could probably lose followers or lose subscribers, but I don't care. I have control of this, so I can say, fuck you and your mom. I never came from the participation culture. I came from the you won or you lost. Plain and simple. I never understood getting a participation trophy. There's a great picture. I don't know if I should show it. I don't know. It's public. But it's the best. And John Lund Sr., shout out to John Lund Sr. I'll do it. Fuck it. I'll do it. This is how you should feel when you come in second place. So obviously you guys know what happened at Mod right? You saw what happened at Mod Nationals. Senior was out in the finals against Scott Hasty. Shout out to Scott Hasty. Did a bumper dragon not bumper dragon. He did a badass 60 foot, like a 118. Steering wheel came off. He had to let off the gas. So obviously Scott Hasty came around him and won. So then I hope he doesn't mind me showing the picture, but it is like the best picture I've ever seen. So come on, I gotta find it. Da-da-da. So Senior goes up with Keith Ray and takes a photo. Takes a photo of the... takes a photo with Keith Ray of Wonder Racing. And guys, check out this photo. Oh, bro, it's the best thing I've ever seen. This is how you should feel when you have a second place trophy. Where is it? Where's 1080p monitor? Oh, I got this thing all fucked up. Check out Senior with it. So Senior is going to remember this moment forever. And he's going to go, fuck this little ass trophy. I'm going to come out here next year at Modnats and I'm going to run sixes multiple times and shove his dick up the 6R80s class. That is the reaction you should have when you're holding a second place trophy. Shout out to Senior. I hope you didn't mind that. But I'm telling you, I never came from that culture, that participation trophy culture. I never understood it. Ren and Stimpy era, let's go. Shit. I coach kids soccer. One of the first things I taught them is we want to win. We don't like to lose. And I think that should come back. As you guys have seen, people like us have been winning, right? The whole Kyle Rittenhouse thing, that was clear cut. Boom. That guy, not guilty. Split act, 2 dudes. Hey, you fuck around and find out champion. So we're winning, and I'm hoping, but I don't think it'll ever be like it was because there's too much pushback the other way. There's way too much pushback the other way where, wokeness and all this dumb shit. I hate to get political, but it's the truth. And I think in the clout culture, the car culture and clout, I think people want to be famous. And guys, if you gave me the option of being rich and not famous or famous and not rich, I would take rich and not famous always. Like always. Would never want to. I'd want to just be in the shadows. Give me that money. Fuck you. Buy some land somewhere. Leave me the fuck alone. But in order to make the kind of money I make on this, you have to be out there. You have to be very public. You have to be very visible. I just smashed my fucking knuckles. Got to get used to the setup, so I apologize. Someone says priceless. If you ain't first, you're last. And I think that was great because Senior, not only did he, was classy about the whole situation, but you could tell that it's like this second shit ain't for me. He's been second place twice on 6R80. The first time he competed it with the Blue Goose, he got beat by Jim Brom, good guy. And the second time, based on the steering wheel flying off, and hey, look, Scott Hasty won fair and square, but you don't like to win that way, right? Nobody likes to win that way. He lost because of that in particular. So he's been second twice, and he's been the quickest car each time he lost. You know, so it's one of those things where he's gonna come in one day, it's gonna put it all together, and it's gonna be like, bro, we're gonna run sixes, multiple rounds, we're gonna fuck you up, almost like Evolution did the GT500 class this year. Evolution stuck their dick out and fucked the shit out of that GT500 class. They said, y'all ain't even close. I'm gonna be a second to second and a half ahead of everybody. I think he put it in like regular mode and just launched the car and went 9.6, and like the next closest guy was like a 10.099 car. Alex hitting the gym in shape. Standing shows better than sitting. Yeah, I mean, you know, just, trying to get that shit going. That's how I was in second time I got second at Streetcar Takeover, says Zane. First time I was happy. Second time I had my pick taken, holding the money, and you could tell I was not as happy as the last time. Joy G says, Alex, you're a stand-up guy. Interesting. Funny. Greg M says, on Facebook, All Motor Coyote is the worst. All Motor Coyotes on Facebook is just 1982 Freddie Mercury AIDS. Just fucking trash, bro. It's I don't follow any of that bullshit. Rich, not famous all day. Right. I'd rather be loaded and not be known. But a lot of people think, well, if I get known, I get sponsors. Well, guess what happens when you get sponsors? You're beholden to those sponsors and what they ask you to do. And what if you don't want to do what the sponsors want you to do? You know what I mean? What if you don't want to go to that event? What if you don't want to mention their shit every other set? Have you ever watched the end of a NASCAR race? And, you know, I don't know, whoever says, yeah, this Mountain Dew Monster Energy drink, Ford Fusion with Goodyear tires and Roush Yates engine is the best thing. I mean, what the fuck? This car is fast. My team's badass. Fuck you. No, can't do that. I'm an introvert, so all my accounts are fake, says a horse named Dollar. Why do these quick release steering wheels pop off all the time? John DiNapoli, I'm not a fan. I'm going to tell you, I'm not a fan. I understand it makes it easier getting into the car. It also makes it easier for your steering wheel to fly off. And I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of quick release, nothing. I want a regular fucking, not only is, I mean, and you look at the steering shaft, I'm like, if shit goes downhill, this motherfucker's going to end up in my face. No, thank you. Putting on my headers today, says Salim. Candace J. Rubin says, hello, hello. Clout guys want to be famous. That's the difference, I guess. I understand clout guys want to be famous, but okay, why? If it doesn't bring you any money, why would you want to be famous? Look, people like Jake from Power by the Hour and Lund Racing, respectively, they're not necessarily out there, public. You know, like, look at us, look at us, look at us. They don't care. They're some of the most successful people I know. Especially Jake. Jake is doing really well. And he doesn't want to be on camera. He wants to be left alone, go fishing with his family, chill the fuck out, make products, sell, make money, leave me alone. And I'm like, got it. Now with me, the way I got kind of known was me really. And then it started to generate an income. So I'm like, okay, cool. But at the end of the day, I'd rather not do this than to be out and about doing this. Because what happens, right? You get treated differently. You go to the track and people, oh, there's that motherfucker. Probably going to make fun of my car. Oh, look at him. And I'm just like, so you always have to be on edge. You can't take anyone serious. You don't know someone's fucking trolling you, right? But then when I go out there to the track and I spot someone trolling, right? And I call them out on it. Ooh, they quiet. They fucking quiet as fuck. How bad is the P0 on stock S550? What tire do you suggest? I don't feel like I'm going to die in the rain. So the Continental, what are the ones that are on the new Performance Pack Mustangs? 18 and up. That tire's legit. It's a Michelin 4S. Is it a Michelin 4S? I don't think it's a, I might be talking out of my ass, so. I think it's a 4S. Pilot Sport 4S Mustang. I think the 4S is in the Mustang. Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires on my 17 GT California. I think they're the 4S. I love them. I really liked the rain performance. I live in Florida, and we have 3 months of rain here, like legit tropical ass rain. And at the end of the day, that tire was really good. And I've been on torrential downpours, and it floods a lot here. No issue with that tire. The P0, that shit was on ice skates. It didn't feel good. That's basically a Kyle Busch interview telling everyone to F off. That's why I stay away from any races. Don't want to be that guy. Rather wait for boost. Exactly. I'd rather not go to work also. This isn't work though. You know, this isn't work, but it makes good money. Yes, new PP stand uses Pilot Sport Stang uses Pilot Sport 4Ss. The Pilot Sport 4Ss are very good. I like them very much. Excuse me. A lot of the reason I picked Lund Racing is they put out numbers, not clout. Like we put out stuff on our Instagram page, and I mean the Instagram page is good size. I think it's bigger than my shit, right? Like the Lund Racing Instagram page is bigger than my shit. Let me see. And I think I have like 20,000. Not even. I don't even think I have 20,000. Let me see. Oh, okay. I have who knew? I have 21,500 followers, and the Lund Racing Instagram, I think it has 50,000. Yeah, 57,000. So if you go to the Lund Racing Instagram page, them boys, you know, they got 57,000, but you don't hear them popping off. You don't hear them on that bullshit. They just get it done. They just get, man, this thing was rolling, bro. Oh wow, they even they post a little bit of everything. Let's just say that. I tend to be just car related mostly, but the last thing I need is drama. My car's for dry weather only. Anything else is dangerous, says Mika Brown. Yes, Michelins are the shit. They're really good. Continental Extremes are great in water, says JR10. Oh, wow, I guess I got to buy some 4Ss. I live in Florida as well because these rains are insane, says Corey Reacts. Thanks for the help, fellas. There you go. 4S is amazing in the wet. Price is worth it to me. Keep it out of the wall on I-95. That's the thing. A lot of people wonder, how is it that there are so many accidents in Florida in the rain when I came from snow? And in the snow, there is a way of driving a loose car that you get used to. Like you get used to a loose car. And I think in Florida, people are not used to ever having a loose car. When I see a car in the rain taking a hard, sharp turn, I'm like, bro. And half of the women here that own Altimas, let's be honest, a lot of women in Florida own Altimas or Corollas. They don't have any tread on their tires anymore. Them shit's gone. That's how you know they're single. How do you spot a single woman? Look at her tires. If her man isn't taking care of her shit, she's single. She's about to be a fucking hazard on the road when it rains. I dropped 0.2 in the 60 going from P0 to Pilot Sport on my BMW M4 Competition Extra. Oh my God, what a douche fucking sentence. I love you, Jay Rubin. I dropped 0.2 in the 60 going from P0 to Pilot Sport 4S on my BMW M4 Competition X Drive. Weirdo. Is your favorite thing to drive a Centrifugal with a manual? Don't lie. No. TVS. TVS with a manual is way more fun. I'm about to get some of that coffee. It's finally done brewing. I'm about to go up there and make me some. My tuner for the win. How many 7-second cars has he tuned? Shut the fuck up, bro. Says Annie Black Betty. Yesterday, shout out to Homer's Garage. Homer's Garage yesterday went out in California with a Gen 3 Coyote swap notch. Boy couldn't do a burnout to save his life. But I said, look, if 10 pounds, you can leave in first, but anything past 10 pounds or 12, 13 pounds, you got to leave in second. So I sent him a second gear leave tune for the 10R80. And he was like, oh, it's really lazy down low. I'm like, dude, you got to stall this bitch way the fuck up. And I think he ended up cutting somewhere in the deep 1.3s or high 1.2s. I think he ran the number he wanted to run in the 8th, and I think then he got booted from the track. So shout out to him. He built himself a clean notch. And he didn't ask for clout. He didn't ask for nothing. He built his shit. We tuned his shit, and he's out there racing shit. Good for him. Boosted 10R80 says, no bullshit. I was tuned by the other guys, and Lund is the best drivability. Number one, when people drive my car, Bixby, it drives like stock and over 820 wheel. Don't know what the hell he said. Beefcake, thank you. Will you be getting the ESS Supercharger? And Beefcake says, not sure, Frank. It's really hard to beat what we do with Vortec and Packs and Kits, and they're a USA company. Oh, there you go. Fuck, support USA products. Sorry, ESS is German, right? 4S on a handful of my vehicles, and they're great in most weather. For months of cold, I use Continental Extreme Contact DWS6s. They are pretty good for NA. White S550, why don't you tell us every single thing that's done to your car, though? I mean, why didn't you say, I like to use it on my supercharged performance package, leather interior, 401A, tech package, Magna Ride S550, a la J. Rubin. Don't forget to tell us the color. That's what I love about this show. You guys talk all that shit. What coffee you drinking? Black Rifle. Is it Black Rifle or Death Wish? I gotta see. There's been Mustangs taking the win on YouTube. Morning, Alex and chat. Be lightning, and I just want to be fast and lay low. Says it's just a dick. Second Shift Racing says Junior followed us on IG, and I thought, wow, I didn't think we were cool like that. Junior is not shy about telling you what he thinks on IG. Second Shift Racing, without us asking, they've covered and given us some of the best footage of the Grey Goose we've ever had. When we go to the track, it's really difficult because we don't have a media person. Technically, it's me, but I'm crewing the car or helping crew the car. I'm not like the main crew guy. I think Senior likes some old guy there telling him where to, and he likes lining up about 6 inches before the first beam. Me and him kind of like, okay, we know what's happening. And that relationship is important because a car of that caliber, he has to trust that you're going to line him up in the right spot. He has to trust that you are going to put him somewhere he likes to be consistently and not to bullshit him. Like, hey, stop, back up again. You're not in the groove, back up. And he okay, Alex got it. If he thinks some dumbass is up there, he's going to go, I don't believe you. I think I'm in the good spot. And it's going to be a fight. No, he listens to me and he trusts me and he's calm. And I gave him some advice that I think changed his perception on Pro Trees drag racing. So guys, I thought this was common knowledge, but apparently it's not. When you're racing a Pro Tree, right? 400 light, or I don't know if they call it now 000. I don't know what they call it now, but 400, boom, boom, the fast ones. Not the boop, 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 boop. Yeah, fuck that. That's 500. Back in my day, they called it 500 and Pro Tree was 400. So if you were racing 400 Pro Tree and you got a turbo car and you're bumping in, the moment you see yellow, you let go of that button. The moment you see yellow, bah, get out of there. Senior was cutting consistent mid 0.2s, maybe high. And once I said, hey, what's your technique? Well, he asked me, hey, what do you do out there? I'm like, the moment I see a fucking yellow light, I dump the clutch or let go of the trans brake. He's like, really? What are you cutting? I'm like, in the Fairmont, I was cutting 0.1s. Foot brake, which, takes longer. Because by the time you see the light, let go of the button, and the car reacts to everything you're doing, it's going to be about 0.1 or so. So the guys that get a 400 light, a perfect light, guessed. Or if they're consistently 0.08 or 0.04 or they're really good. Really, and the car has minimal issue rolling out after they let go of their trans brake. Like everything is on point. So once he did that, boom, he was cutting 0.1s. And I'm like, oh, there you go. So it's all about a trust thing with the person that's lining you up. Boost Lee says, hey, Alex, will Lund tune an illuminator swap notch? Illuminator swap notch? No, we don't have access to the control pack yet, right? And what's to tune? I think you just plug it in and go. I don't think Ford gives you like open parameters on a control pack to tune. It is what it is. For us, not for depot. Got it. Any mods to make my car slower? Thinking sandbags in the trunk. Thoughts? Yes. Make it heavier. I mean, that's the quickest way to make your car slower. Make it heavier. Edwin Martinez was playing with boost controller stuff when he was at ModNats, and I think he was able to dial in his boost properly to beat in the 840 index. But I think weight will definitely. But to get a 10th off, you gotta add 100 pounds, which is dumb to me. Salmon Mackey says, hey, Alex, what do you think is better? Adding 10 horsepower or removing 100 pounds? Removing 100 pounds. That's a 10th. Adding 10 horsepower typically won't get you a 10th. See green, you're late. Yeah, you see green, you're late. What did you find with the GT500 motor? Oh, I'll let Junior talk about that. He has more, he's up there, so he has more insight as to what the deal is. Why is Alex standing? Why not? Why do you care? Good morning, says Coyote Court. Candido Ramirez says never go on green. I said yellow, the moment you see yellow, let go of that button, boom, he was in the point ones, which was, I was like, there we go. Because we had the field covered by 2 to 3 tenths. One car ran 755 on a glory pass because every other pass was like a 90 or an 80 or or whatever. We were like 780, 740, 730. We were like the only car probably to run. Well, actually, I'm lying. Scott Hasty ran like 10 fucking 7-second passes with second gear leave, by the way. Hey, Scott Hasty, you want a 4R200? Hey, Scott Hasty, you want a 4R200? You want to go 750, Scott Hasty? Consistently? Without having to worry about a 417 first gear? Because what's the other option? You got to put a Bigfoot tire in the back, which is essentially fucking with the gear ratio, essentially the starting line ratio. So get a 4R200, some 355s, and life is good. But that's up to you. It's out there. The offer's out there. Hell, I'll buy it for you. I'll buy the 4R2. I'm not going to tune it, though. You got to tune it. Did you see the Coyote Swap T7 dudes are working on? Thoughts? That's clout chasing. Clout. Who cares? Like, who cares? It's not blowing my mind. It's not blowing Corvette owners' minds. It's a guy putting a Coyote in a C7. Good for him. Clout. Because he is constantly like, look at us, look at us, look at us. How about you document the whole thing? Beginning and then when it's done, you put out the videos incrementally. You put out the videos, okay, firewall or trans tunnel or whatever they call torque tube and this and that. And then you put it out in a series after it's done, and you can get super good traction on that video within a month. But right now they're going, today we're going to bend some lines and then stop it, because projects like that usually don't get done. I wish they would just finish the project and slowly bring out the information, and then they should be done with that. Now, the funny thing is going to be like the tuning, right? Some people are going to say, well, just lock the cams. To what position? Parked position? That's really stupid. Who's going to tune it? Holly! Congratulations. It's going to start like shit. Trust me. He's standing in parade rest. He's a real soldier. Standing up is so much better for you than sitting down. Exactly. So everything I've done in the last 4 years or 5 years that I've worked as a tuner has been sitting down, and your posture is garbage. Your general health is garbage. Your back is hurting. The human body wasn't meant to sit for 8+ hours a day. Once I started standing up, because I had a stand-up desk at VMP, it was nice. I was able to stand up, move around, kind of, move around, do this kind of stuff. And before, I was just sitting, and I always had back issues. I slept like shit. So now, standing up, it's gonna be good. Did you find anything on a GT500 motor? On my GT500 motor, no. I haven't had a chance to do okay, so the plan is to do a leak down and compression test cold hot. So first thing I'm going to do is leak down cold, then compression test cold. Then get the motor warm up to operating temperature, slam the plugs out of it again, do the same thing again, hot, and document that and see what I find. I think he's got a Bigfoot tire already. He's got a 315 50 17. It's already a big tire. I'm like, dude, you need a 4R200, period. He's standing because your mom's under the table. Nice, Hunter Walker. Look at him go. It's just a dick says, I plan on switching my Gen 1 for an Illuminator short block. Should I port my Gen 1 heads or get the Gen 2 heads? Get the Gen 2 heads. Gen 2 heads are just better. It's no different than the idiots that purposely destroy new vehicles. It's cloud chasing. Exactly. Bubba Stang 47s will work. Okay. Sexy Ray says, and Mondnats, we were talking about real Teal's future. What would be more impressive? Turbo mod motor or bigger cubed small block Ford with a second kit? So, Real Teal is a small operation. He's obviously knowledgeable about small block Fords and nitrous. That guy needs a bigger cubed small block Ford, and 2 kids. Because Coyote, if I had to do it all over again, and build the Fairmont, I wouldn't put a Coyote in it. I think I was peer pressured to build the Coyote. Before I do that story, let me get some coffee. Hang tight. I want to get some coffee. It's smelling real good. I'll be back. What you doing, buddy? What you chewing on? You guys wanted to know the coffee. Sorry for the break, but that's the nice thing. You can do whatever the fuck you want when you're on your own shit. If you guys wanted to know the coffee, Revolution Coffee Company, right here. This is a medium roast, veteran owned and operated. If you don't support the troops, fuck you. But yeah, no. Revolution Coffee Company. And I'm using my Dunkin' Donuts cup because it's the right size. It was smelling so good. That medium roast is on point. So, the Fairmont, I was peer pressured into doing that. And I don't regret doing it. The money I spent was a lot. And I thought, shit, am I going to enjoy this vehicle? So, quick backstory. Red car. That motherfucker broke everything. Like, everything. This was at Mod Nats probably 4 years ago or 3 years ago. And this sucker ended up breaking the axle, the transmission, the diff, everything. Because it weighed over 4,000 pounds with me in it. Ran 9.1 at 156 with a VMP Gen 3. So I was just over it. I was like, let me just get rid of this car, sell it, get it out of my life. And everyone's like, no, but Alex, you got a Fox body. And we will help you get it all going. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, I want a small block Ford in that bitch. I want a high cubed, big cubed, small block Ford stick. Oh, that's really stupid. Why is it stupid? It's what I want. But that's okay. I got peer pressured into doing it. A lot of money, a lot of time later, I now had a car that was an 8-second car. It was a legitimately fast car. Scary fast. Boring as all hell. Absolutely boring. It didn't have power steering, so I said, let me get some power steering. Luckily, Jake from Power by the Hour was like, yo, hook you up with a power steering kit. Hooked me up, paid, gave me a discount. Got in there, got the power steering in there. Oh, it drives better now. Boring as fuck. The lowest boost setting, or the lowest boost I was able to generate in that vehicle was 12 pounds with a 375 upper. It was a 9.6 car at the lowest boost setting. And I'm like, this is so stupid. On the street, it blazed the tire. It's loud, it stank. And I'm like, but it's boring. It's unbelievably boring. So I finally had another fuel delivery issue. And I said, I'm done. Fucking done. Not only am I bored in this car, but I'm building this car for everybody else. I want to build it for me. And for me, it needs a carburetor, 427, whether it be a G-Force or a badass fucking faceplated T56 or something. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want to tinker with shit. Carburetor, badass shit. But I'm telling you, it's one of those things where it became boring. So I said, let me put it up for sale, see what happens. Boom, within a day, I sold it. It's not out of the car yet. The car's still functioning, but the guy I trust, I know him. He goes, I want everything from supercharger to the fucking oil pan. I'm like, sick. The trans is going to Jake because, in my opinion, that was Jake's transmission the whole time. And then I'm going to look around for a small block Ford and start building some shit. I thought I was going to mini tub it in back half at first, Nah, I'm just going to get the fucking car rolling first, and then I'll mini tub and back half it another time. Someone said put a wireless mic on Tony. Tony's just chewing. What are you chewing on? Well, he's just chewing on a bunch of shit down there. What is Ford supposed to be announcing December 3rd? I have no idea. Bitch, I made that coffee fast as fuck. Oh, no, it was already brewed, but I smelled it and I'm like, man, I want that shit. Leaving your girl in the car helps for traction. He should have put Tony on the mic for the intermission. I could do that next time. I have a second camera. I got nice little rig set up right now. I said rig. And I can probably set up a second camera somewhere where he's just there just chewing and I could just set him up for intermission. That's good shit. I leave my golf bag in the trunk, helps with traction. Hey, Alex, do you prefer Michelin or Nitto? I like the Michelins, man. I wish Michelin made some kind of super sticky tire. Like the R888R is great, but it's loud and stupid. It's loud. I hate driving an R888 equipped car. The Fairmont needs a 2-valve. You're not wrong, but not a modular 2-valve. A small block Ford, AFR headed, 1 7/8 primary, 3-inch with an H pipe and some MagnaFlow. Oh, bro. Thumping, making 500, maybe 600. NA, E85. Oof. 13-to-1 compression. Drive that bitch to get ice cream. God damn it. That'd be badass shit. Aldo Schiff says, Tony Kim. Aldo Schiff, what's up, man? I met him down there. He's got a Battleship Gray or a Avalanche Gray stick. S197. Back to your roots with a carb V8. Never a bad decision. Guys, that's what I want. That's what I want. I want to just tinker with shit because right now, how do you tinker with a Coyote? You go to the N-Gauge and you see what's wrong with it and you replace the sensor. That's it. You go, oh, Coyote's running like shit. Let me see what's wrong. O2 signal stuck rich. Ah, fuck. Maybe a bad O2. Get underneath the motherfucker, buy a $40 O2 or more, shove it in, and you're like, oh, okay, it's running good again. What can go wrong in a carbureted car? Spark, voltage, fuel. That's it. Alex, does the Fairmont have a bench seat or buckets? Bench seat, and the bench seat is staying forever. I'm trying to keep up with the comments, and you're live, and you're going in order or bouncing around. I'm going in order. Chopping at the Chick-fil-A. Look, I don't read every single comment. Some of y'all comments are whack as fuck, so I skip them. Do you know what I'm saying? I thought it was just convenient and you were just tired of breaking shit on the red car, so stuffing the engine in the Translator car was easiest. That's what I thought. And it was easy to go fast. But you know what I enjoyed about the red car? Even though it broke, even though it was a comfortable, nice driving vehicle. I could drive this car to Orlando and back at 900 horsepower and be thrilled. That got taken away with the Fairmont. It's a sweat box, son. I mean, it is a sweat box from hell. No AC, hot as fuck. Everything rattles. I mean, it almost rattles as much as an 03 Cobra with Holly when you leave the line lock on. Jared Wells talking shit. Have you seen the red Fox body Midnight is building? No. Cool. You do you. I think push rod would be cool for the channel. Tony Spadafino. How much money would you put into the small block if you're going to go all out? My next engine should be in the $20,000 to $30,000 range. Yeah, I'm not saving money, guys. Small block Fords, especially something from like a Prestige Motorsports. If you look at Prestige Motorsports stuff, they're the ones that kind of got on my radar when it comes to small block Ford engines. And I started going, you know what? If I'm going to do anything that I just buy, I could do that. Or I could have an engine builder build it. So then at the end of the day, what do you do? What is more cost effective for you? So this is, let's do a Super Street Series. Let's do a 427 long block, $12,000. I mean, $12,000, not cheap. A Coyote motor is what? 8,000, 7,000. But if you do a short block, excuse me, if you do a short block, sorry. If you do a short block, right? And you got your own heads and your valve train and your own cam, you know, you can make some custom shit. But because I want like 13-to-1 compression. I pay tomorrow. Who is this? What is this a firm? You pay tomorrow. Fuck, bro. So here we go. It's got a 4340 Ford steel crank. Block is an aftermarket block. Horsepower, torque. Yeah, these things. The thing about these guys is the torque. So when you build a 427 or something like that, you're going to end up having a car that makes 600 horsepower and about 540 or 50 pound-feet of torque. That's like supercharged Coyote numbers. So imagine having an NA 13-1 E85 carb motor 427 making 650 or so, and it makes 500 torque. Fucking, you tow with that bitch. Plus, nothing chops like a big cam carb 400 plus cube inch engine. Get me all tingly. I want it to idle at 1500 RPM. I don't want none of this like sounding like some Mexican music. I want blah, 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 blah. I'm at the light, and I want people to think that there's a war under my hood. Like, what the fuck is going on under your hood? I'm like, a fucking war, son. Burning shit. What's up, buddy? Wants to play. I got him way down here. So, TKM small block for the win. Damn, I feel attacked. My 03 Cobra does rattle. I'm not kidding when it comes to that shit. Aldo Schiff says, likewise, Alex, I liked your video this week. Every topic was interesting. Watch from the beginning to end. Damn, both days. I like that. Thank you very much. What sticky tire would you recommend for an NA Gen 2? So, the G2, I think the 555 R2, whatever it's called. That one. That's the one that Jake has on his truck. It's quite sticky. I'm one of those guys that I go right to a drag radial. Like I don't play around when it comes to sticky tires, right? Every car I've had, every car has a drag radial. You go outside my shit and you're like, one has Hoosiers, the other one has R888s, the other one has Rs, and the GT500 has Rs. And you're like, all of your cars have a drag radial, everything minus the truck. And the truck's going to have drag radials when it's all said and done. What's up, buddy? Oh, he wants to play. There you go. There you go. I built 70 GTO and it blew the rear main seal out. One of the only parts should have went with rubber ones. Small block 4 with aluminum exhaust. It like Wesley, exactly. Greta is going to be mad you are stealing her childhood. Don't know what he's talking about. Maybe you should have someone build your engine to your likings. Cons would be the price. That's the thing. Like... I don't want to spend $14,000 on a small block Ford, but that's probably what it's going to take. And I don't build my own shit. I don't have the time, patience, or know-how, be honest, to build a motor. And I want it to be 13. I want it to be high compression. It's only going to run on E85. I'm never going to run pump gas in it. Never, ever, ever going to run pump gas in it. Just become a Chevy boy with that 632, whatever the hell it is. That engine is so big. Like, I've heard that, and I think people are being funny, but I think people are being serious too. Like, what do you think about the 600 cubic inch Chevy motor? And I'm like, I don't give a fuck about it. Like, why should I care? Like, why should I care about that motor? Why don't I care about 800 cubic inch nitrous? There we go. Why don't I care about nitrous 800 plus cubic inch motors? Same reason. That's gangster, Alex. Does your Fairlane? I don't have a Fairlane. Why do people think I have a Fairlane? Guys. Look, that is offensive. I think people don't know what a Fairlane is, and they always confuse it with the Fairmont. And I'm like, dude, it's not even in the same ballpark. By the way, Fairlanes are badass. This is like, oh, my dick. Oh, look at this fucking thing, man. Oh, my dick. These are Fairlanes, okay? These are Fairmonts. Mont or Lane. It's okay. Yeah, these are Fairmonts. By the way, these are all now like $5,000 vehicles. Who would have thunk this hunk of shit one day would sell for $5,000 plus? I mean, look at this. Look at this bit. Shit, what the fuck is going on? Oh, Alex, your Fairlane is your Fairlane bench seat. I'm like, my Fairmont? Well, it says Fair in front of the name. It's the same shit, right? Hit up Kevin Mullins and Cornbread TKM. Got some nasty small block Ford stuff. That's fine. I don't know them. I don't have a relationship with them. I'm going to do my own thing. Because I don't want them to think I'm coming at them for clout. No, thank you. Candace Pace says, Alex, hit me up. I have a brand new Dart 427 Molnar, everything 1301 700 lift solid roller. You hit me up. I don't know where the fuck you at. Hit you up. I don't know where you're at. You got my shit. Hit me up. And it better not be some junk, because I'll call you out publicly. Greta was a little girl crying about global warming. Got it. Hit up. No replacement for displacement. Our Scat 6.5 Vortec 10.5.3. No converter. 4,600 pounds with me in it. What is your problem? You just constantly want attention, bro. Constantly want attention, bro. You see the Fairlane with twin turbo 427 small block on 1320. Bit flies. No, I have not. My dream hot rod is a 64 Fairlane. Our Comcam Stage 3 NA cams worth it on a stock bottom end Gen 2 short block single turbo car. Yes. Or should I go with the Boss exhaust cams? Anything Com Stage 3 seems to be pretty worth it. NA, I've seen, look, that's what's on the Blue Goose. That's what that was on Donnie's car. He had a Gen 2 bottom end, but he had Gen 1 NA cams. So I know a lot of people like going with custom stuff. They hear all this stuff from this engine builder, that engine builder. But at the end of the day, the Comp Stage 3s are like the B cam of Coyote. They just work pretty well, you know? Beefcake says, stay stock on turbo. Yeah, I disagree with Beefcake on that one. They'd work well. You'd make another 30 horse easily at like lower boost. It just moves air nicely. Our Comcam Stage 3 already got that. Blame Matt Happel for the Fairmont prices. Whoever the hell that is. Alex, you need a 427 small block Ford for your future Cobra. No. The Cobra is going to have a twin turbo Coyote because I've never had a twin turbo Coyote. It'll probably be a Gen 3 Coyote or a Gen 3 bottom end with Gen 2 heads. And it'll make 1,000. That's all I really wanted to make onto the rear. It's easy. But I want a twin turbo, twin turbo, Gen 3 bottom end, Gen 2 headed Coyote with like badass cams locked somewhere. So they're chopping like a motherfucker. Dude, give me a bigger toy. This one's small. What's wrong with you? Question is there a way to visually tell the difference between the Gen 1 and the Gen 2 short block? Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I'm sure there is. I'm sure guys will out there tell you about the head studs, or at least the hole for where the heads bolt onto. Honestly, I haven't taken two of them and gone side by side and go, well, one of them looks like this. And I think Jake has some. So one day I might go out there, but the problem is you'd have to tear it down, and I'm not looking to tear anything down on the shit. Do you know what I'm saying? There is currently no supercharged stick car in the 7's man pedal GT500. No. The quickest and fastest GT500 man pedal is Billet Pro Shop's 850 car. It was light though. Let's be honest, guys. This car was light as fuck. No. That's it. You're done, bro. You're done. So, Billet Pro Shop GT500. So the quickest and fastest was this car. 853. We already showed this before, but there will be. If this car had a slipper clutch in it, bro, it would rape. Headphone users, look out. It's going to be loud. If this car had a slipper style long arm black magic clutch, I guarantee it'd be way, way deep 8s or high 7s. No idea why people show the burnouts. No idea. 160 foot. That's legit. 853, 166. That's, dude, it's legit. That is currently quickest and fastest man pedal GT500 that I know of. And I think it's 2,000ths off of the overall modular record, which a Cobra just got on Mod Nats. The 321 combo engine, Alex? Yes, I might do 321. On the Cobra, that's why I want to sell the GT. Look, if I sell the motor, that's good money, but I'm going to keep the body. That's with me forever. We all know the story of hush money. GT500 needs to run 7s, and it can get out of my fucking life. Or if I get froggy and somebody wants to buy that badass RPM transmission, I might switch it over to T56 and actually enjoy the vehicle, because the biggest issue with the vehicles that I have is I don't enjoy them. And it's because they're mostly automatic. I'm going to be honest with you. They're boring as fuck to drive. The only nice car that's automatic that I like to drive is the red car. It's just right. It's good NA. It looks good. It's pretty. It runs in a low 11. It's street trim. Leave it alone, right? But everything else needs to have a stick. Everything else needs to have a stick. Brian Crane, Terminator 8.1. Yes, Brian Crane was the one that won. 851 now has the quickest and fastest modular overall stick record. That's a good record to have. That's a really good record to have. So he had a slipper clutch in that bitch. You don't think if BPS had a slipper clutch in their shit, them guys were running once. That car made well over 1,100. It was a very powerful car. I went to the King of the Track event here in SD County. I don't know what SD County is. A lot of racers didn't show up. I asked around, and a lot of people left California. The track is going to die. Pretty sad. Really, San Diego? You're surprised people are leaving California? The real question is, why are you still there? Why are you still there? California is fucking dead when it comes to laws, when it comes to living, when it comes to shit. You buy a shack, it's fucking $1 million. A 1-1, you know? That's a bad bitch. It is a bad bitch. Will a Gen 3 long tube headers fit on a Gen 2? Yep, absolutely. Different O2 instances. Oh, yeah, exactly. Hush Money is a great story. Only some will know. Only some will know the story of Hush Money. And yes, Shark Marls, I will have a dating channel on tonight. Put a stick in the truck. See, the truck, that's another thing that's kind of peer pressure. I bought the truck to support Jake's turbo kit. And you know, now it's like up in the air because of the amount of money he'd have to charge for and make money. You know, so he's kind of like going, I don't know if I should even make this. I might, after putting all the parts together on a list, put it on the table, the support, the background, the packaging, it's probably not worth making. And I'm like, okay, well, what do I do? I put a blower on it? Nah, I'll probably put the turbo on it if he's willing to. I'll pay him. But if he's not, I don't need that truck. La Mamalona can go too. Because the only reason I bought it was to support Jake's business. The only reason I kept the Fairmont was to support Jake's Coyote Swap business. Now he's good. He doesn't need anything else. And there's no reason to keep either of those vehicles right now. What if game is never ending? And if BPS wants the title back, they'll have to make some changes. Look, BPS, if they want to take the record back, they can do it probably within 2 track sessions. Slipper clutch, bye-bye. See you later. They were doing it on like an old McLeod RXT or something. Nothing impressive. Finally got the intake manifold replaced on my 16 GT. Car runs awesome again. Put a stick in the truck. Prefer phaser limiters with stage 3 cams or no? For Gen 2, you don't need phaser limiters. For Gen 1, I prefer you put 30 degree or 20 degree limiters, I think, on it. Put a wall around California. Alex ran 3/4 heater hose from crossover to firewall, about 1 inch from knock sensor. Could this cause knock issues? Oh, no. I can't imagine a heater hose causing knock issues, but unless it's having some weird resonance issues, I can't imagine that causing issues. Sell the truck while the market is hot. Yeah, but the thing is, I got to see what Jake's willing to do. If Jake's not willing to do the turbo kit on the truck, then I'll sell it. Mamalona for sale. See you later. It's already dropped, so you can do your bullshit with it. I guess I won't be in the market for an F-150 Coyote truck anymore. That kit won't be mass produced. I get it. I get it, bro. Alex, so loyal to Jake, buys cars to help support PBH, even though it's not always what he wants. Hey, look, I don't like getting discounts from Jake, right? But he offers them. So when I said I was going to sell my motor in the Fairmont, I said, by the way, I'm planning to give you the trans and the converter, which I could probably sell for $3,500. It's all yours. Do whatever you want with it. And he was like, damn, man, thanks. I'm like, in my opinion, that's yours. He hooked me up so much that I said, look, I can't sell this and feel okay about it. Here you go. And he was like, shit, thank you. So once the motor gets out of there, because we're looking for a building, once the motor gets out of there, I'll say, here's your trans and here's your converter. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. That's it. I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm going to keep that. I'm going to sell it. No, fuck that. This is yours. You do what you want with it. I'll support that dude forever. Because out of my pocket, what was my investment in the truck? $4,000 down and payments of about $400 a month, which this channel can swing no problem, right? And I got a little content out of it. But if I go out there, do NA stuff, run 11's NA, and then sell it, it don't owe me nothing. It's all good. Good morning, Alex in chat, says AJ. What's the number one on the chopping block to get rid of your vehicle? Also, the white car on the poll the other day. The white car's staying. I bought a motor for the white car. I bought a brand new Gen 3 Coyote long block. It's going to go in. So once that goes in this week or next week, we're going to go ahead and disassemble the Gen 3 motor and see what failed. And I suspect it's number 7 ringland. So all you guys that kept saying, oh, it's the valve springs came off. Yo, Alex, make sure the valve springs didn't come off. When the fuck do Coyote valve springs fall off the bitch? On a stock motor. Like never. How much for the truck? I don't know. Whatever the fuck it's worth right now. Hey, Alex, I got a 16. It's hot. Ooh, it's hot. What's up, buddy? There we go. Ooh, it's hot. I get all riled up. It's after the coffee I get riled up. Where we at? AJ, it was just too bad OJ Jean Grey kept breaking stuff when boosted. Oh, old Jean Grey was bad, but this is a bad bitch. This is just this car has its own funny story that I'll talk about when I leave the industry. I got super fucked on this car. Whew. From the get-go, I got super fucked on that car. Is Jake the owner of PBH? Yes. Anthony, hey, Alex, I got a 16 GT 6R80 Lundy 85 tune. When I'm on the flex tune, waiting for the percentage to go up. Once I switch to the R tune, it stays at 0. I'm going to be nice. The flex tune shows alcohol percentage. The E85 R tune does not. Why doesn't it, Alex? The flex tune needs to be able to be flexible with varying amounts of ethanol in the tank. So it has to learn what's in the tank so that it could be flexible. The E85R tune is a tune meant for E85, not E85 that tests 70%, because that doesn't make sense. 85% ethanol. It doesn't need to learn anything, hence it doesn't need to show anything. But Alex, can you just flip a switch so that it... No. A la verga, cuz, says Marcos Ponce, grab your popcorn, guys. Hunter Walker says, I love that car, man. Even though you had a few problems with it, that thing was what got me into a Coyote. I'd love to make more videos, but guys, you know how difficult it is to make videos all the time on cars? How high can you jump, motherfucker? You gotta get out of that thing. Come on. Can you jump this high? I don't think so. You got to get out of this thing. There you go. There you go. Come on. Hey, he's getting there. He's getting there. You saw his head and he just smashed. He doesn't stick the landing yet. Right now, that truck could sell for $40,000. Dealers are asking crazy above MSRP. It's stupid. You weren't lying about the 21 F-150 thing. I thought it would be available to tune by now. Told you, Aldo Shifts. Look, guys, I wouldn't steer you wrong, man. My job here is to educate and let you guys know and make the best decisions we can. I'm not here talking out of my ass going, oh, the 21 F-150 is a piece of shit. No, I'm saying you can buy it, but the badass tuning that we have available to us is not available in that truck yet. Ford is going to keep encrypting and encrypting and encrypting and encrypting and make it impossible to flash that truck eventually. Can't believe there are people that still don't understand the flex tunes. It is true. What headers would you recommend for an A10? Look, I love ultimate headers. Ultimate headers to me are king daddy. I just love the flange. I love the design. I love the craftsmanship. You can also get American Racing. You can also get Cooks. I wouldn't recommend any other Bobo header that's out there. E85 was tested and tank was full. Then there you go. What's the problem? Drive it. Shove the E85 in it and go drive. Go drive. AFR 2.0 heads on a small block Ford are mint. Are you considered a Florida boy? No. Florida boys or island boys. Florida guys don't speak as good as I do. They generally are. I don't want to say the word dumb because they're not dumb. They just come from a different education system, right? If you talk, you can spot a native Floridian dude from a mile away. Yeah, you can, they say the words like blowed up. Blowed up? Like blew up? No, it's blowed up. I'm like, all right. So you could just tell who was born and raised here. And you could definitely tell who wasn't. But the problem is the New Yorkers come here and let you know they're New Yorkers. So I, as a Florida resident, do not like New York residents that come down and let you know they're New York people with their Yankees fucking hat, their Mets shirt, their New York license plate. Sorry, but I get it. I understand the hate. Same with the ANS stuff. Glad you did it just to set the example. Gotcha. Appreciate that. I'm gonna try to get out there and get. It's not easy. This weekend was the first free weekend I've had in a long time. Rains, fucking rains nonstop, and I'm like, I can't win. Stay far away from BBK headers, says Shark Marls. Guys around here brag about flex tunes. Why would you brag about a flex tune? What is there to brag about on a flex tune? Oh, that shit got a flex tune. Okay, so does an F-150. So does a Tahoe. Weird to flex. That's a weird flex in my opinion. Alex, you were right. I got a message on my Ford apps telling me that my software was updated last night. They're phoning home, bicho. Imagine Ford, like Vicky on iRobot. Imagine Ford senses a calibration change in your vehicle. Let's say I have the ability to flash a 21 F-150. And I want to flash the body control module using ForeScan or an IDS tool because I want to add bed lights to it that didn't come with it factory. That bitch is going to go boop, boop, phone home, calibration change up, and then it forces a reversion. Like it downloads something from the cloud and it goes, we're going to force you back to what you were per your VIN. Because anything you do to the truck has to be dealer certified. It has to come to the dealer in order for it to be kosher, so that then we could just say some excuse like it's the only way we could keep it certified pre-owned, or it's the only way we could. All of a sudden, you're gonna wake up one day and it says your car has been updated. What the fuck? Why? Go ahead, flash that F-150. See what happens in a couple months. Excuse me. What do you think Shelby American is going to do to unveil this December 15th? I don't know. Another Shelby Mach-E or some tremendous piece of shit. I can't imagine. Maiden Day tattoo on their forehead. Flow grown. Local. Nothing says you are came from you have bad education than a local or flow grown sticker on your car. Hi, Alex. When tuning my 18 VMP Odin car on 93, you said the car's moving too much air on an 88 millimeter pulley. How much better will the 92 millimeter pulley be on 93? It'll be better. When I mean moving too much air, if I look at the air load, let's say you got a TJ69 throttle body and a VMP 120, and it's got an 88 millimeter pulley on a 2650. That's like 11 or 12 PSI. Now, it might be okay on your current tank of gas, but let's say, for instance, where's little man? Let's say, for instance, you go on a road trip and you go to Orlando, or you go from Worcester to Boston, or from, Coatesville to Pittsburgh. And the gas station in Pittsburgh isn't as good a quality, even though it says 93 on it, isn't as good a quality. Then you come back, and on the drive back, you see a Z06, and you're like, fuck yeah, I'm going to fuck him up. Whack it. You hear knock. The car says fuck you. It pulls 5 degrees of timing. I'd rather you do that with a lower boost because it's safer. Pump gas to me is like almost on a boosted car, on a boosted high compression car. Guys, remember, your Coyote is 12 to 1 compression. Your 18 and up Coyote is 12 to 1 compression. Then you're boosting it on pump gas. Come on, man. Come on. I mean, Carlito, it wasn't even turned on. Unplug the antenna, no more phone home. Yeah, good luck with that. Are you a first-generation immigrant? What? I'm Puerto Rican. We're fucking legal. What do you mean immigrant? Puerto Ricans are legal. You could be born in Puerto Rico 1955. You come into the U.S. and do whatever the fuck you want. You walk around with the fucking McGregor swag. You're like, I don't care. You Dominican? That's a whole nother thing. We lucky. And we don't even know how lucky we are. Bro, don't get me started on the whole Puerto Rico shit. There's Yee Boys and Flow Grown stickers. Good morning to Alex. Video. Watch later. Okay. Thank you, Jose Tamayo. Potential spam says, my boss has a 21 F-150, has a CEL light pop on. He hooked up to his scanner to check his codes. The next oil change at the dealership. They knew he had hooked into the computer. They knew hey, did you plug into your OBD2 port? Yeah, I wanted to check the codes. Well, we recorded. Dude, Dude, warranty voided. Be careful. Coyote Austin says, I flash hundreds of cars being a Chrysler tech. I don't think it can get to that point. Okay. Okay. Sure, buddy. Sure. You don't think it can get to the way, you don't think Ford can revert back to a stock tune if they can push updates on a car? You don't think every single Ford vehicle made after a certain, they know where your location has been based on the sync? You don't think they can push an update to the car to revert it back to stock? Okay, keep thinking that, brother. Keep thinking that. Anyone ever do it with outer axle bearings on S197? I don't have bearing pull, whatever. But are there any stickers that are real okay on cars? I never put stickers on any cars I've owned. I mean, the only shit I put on the cars is like, you know, MFP Australia or something like that. Like the only car that has stickers is the Fairmont and the red car. And they're not on the sides. They're like on the back. It's funny when I see Salt Life stickers on trucks in the flat plains of West Texas. So what salt? Candido Ramirez says they must not know Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory. Exactly. Like I'm blown away that people think Puerto Ricans need like a green card or some shit. And I'm like, nah, bro, we've been good. I mean, it's part of the U.S. That's the funny thing, right? I honestly think you can set up shop in Puerto Rico, not pay taxes, and still be able to sell as a U.S. company. No taxation without representation. So I think the powers that be want to keep Puerto Rico the way it is because guess what's there? Big time pharmaceutical companies, Bacardi rum, and a bunch of other corporations are set up there because the tax structure is favorable. Interesting shit. Hey, Alex, how safe is the base file y'all sent me to drive until I can get a log? As long as you don't romp on it and it's not 30% lean because of a vacuum leak, you should be good to go. Potential Spam says it's the same as an iPhone. The Clout tells you it will update at midnight. Ford will be doing the same. Did you guys notice when you get an iPhone or a phone, it stops being good and fast and zippy right at around the time you need to, you're almost done paying it off? Didn't iPhone or Apple get caught doing some shady shit like that? Can you imagine losing all files and going back to the stock pull-out jack stands? It's those update geography classes, man. No one knows the state songs no more. Salt-like stickers in Michigan, great too. Like surrounded by unsalted water. Salt-like, not salt life. Second phrase says, forgive me, meant it to, were you born in Puerto Rico or Massachusetts? I was born in Massachusetts. I was born in Stoughton. Stoughton. I mean, there ain't shit in Stoughton, Mass. The only thing you could say about Stoughton, Mass is it's near Brockton where what was that boxer's name? He was badass. The guy that bought he only lost to Sugar Ray Leonard. What's his name? I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. The guy's a fucking badass. Yeah, so you guys will tell me. So right here, I was born right here. Stoughton, Massachusetts. Total nothing going on there, you know, and it's just south of Boston. It's right here, boop. And it's inside of 495. And then I moved to Puerto Rico when I was 9 months old. And then I moved to Holyoke, Massachusetts, over here, when I was... Holyoke's a total shithole. Where is Holyoke? I thought it was right around... Right here. This is Holyoke. This is bullshit. I grew up here, Holyoke, Massachusetts. Mean streets of Holyoke, Massachusetts. And then I got the fuck out of there not too long ago. Just very happy to get out of that area. There's nothing going on in that area. It's dying. It's dead. Would never go back. You mean my warranty is voided after I boost it and shift it at 8,000? What's your native language in Puerto Rico? Puerto Rican? No, Spanish, dumbass. Puerto Rican. The one based off of a true story movie thing. What's up, Alex? Says Downhill Daddy. What was the Southpaw movie? I forgot. Shit, boy was born in the U.S., Massachusetts. Hagler. Thank you. Marvelous. Marvin. Hagler. Rest in peace. Only lost to Sugar Ray Leonard, but he didn't lose to Sugar Ray. That was bullshit. He beat the fuck. You guys want to see a fight? Hagler Hearns. Shit. Go watch. It's only 2 rounds or 3. How long was the Hagler Hearns fight? I think 3 rounds, right? I think it was 3 rounds. Dude, it was the best fight I've ever seen. Those guys literally just beat the shit out of each other. And these guys were like at the top of their game. It's like it was as if, let's say Mayweather fought Canelo and they both just said, fuck boxing. We're just going to fucking stand in the center and fight. That's what those guys did. It was badass. People put their houses up on that shit. Someone said Bumble Swipes. Went house shopping in Loxahatchee and holy shit, Locks Life stickers are real. Coyote Austin says, the car usually has to be in run for the modules to be on and the bus awake. So if it's not to my knowledge, a car not flash, little radio updates, yes, but PCM and TCM, BCM, all that. Okay, we'll see, Coyote Austin. We'll see. Alex, you showed me where his dad used to hang. Alex actually showed me where his dad used to hang out and where he used to race on the Google Street View on the chats. Yeah, that was interesting. So growing up, let me see, let me see, Springfield. Springfield's a piece of shit town, bro. Total piece of shit town, but it's like the biggest town in Western Mass besides Pittsfield, I think, right? So we used to go to Bernie Avenue. Bernie Avenue in Springfield. Bernie Avenue in Springfield was where everyone raced. And where the fuck is it? Yeah, right here. Wow, look at this piece of shit. Wow. Okay, so let me see. I'm trying to get how it was configured. Okay. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Wow. And it ends. Yep. So Bernie Avenue is where everyone raced back in the day in Springfield for many, many years. How do you flip this bitch around? Let's put this motherfucker right here. Let me drop this bitch right here. All right. Yeah, bro, right here. So basically you would you start here. You start here, right? Line up and you just go down that bitch forever. And obviously there's no cars there at night. But I mean, what would happen is typically after the race was over, the smart people would actually pull off and go around and go back on Main Street. They'd go back around and go back on Main Street. But the dumb motherfuckers would stop here, turn around and race back while others were racing the other way. It was the biggest shit show I've ever seen in my life. I couldn't believe so many accidents, so many fucking crashes. It was fucking unreal. Bumble swipes in Puerto Rico would be interesting. I might do that. Hey, Alex, you sent me a race gas tune from my 17 GT with a Vortec on the other week, and I hit a new personal best, 60 to 130 last night, 6'4", in great DA. You the man. Zach Davis, congratulations. You're welcome. Did you see Crawford versus Porter? Guys, Crawford is a fucking dangerous motherfucker. If Crawford weighed 154, I'd put my money on him over Canelo. Call me crazy. If Canelo fought 154, and
hey, get the fuck out of here because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
Crawford would eat his lunch. Crawford's nasty. Crawford, I'm sorry. I love Canelo. Canelo's awesome. Crawford, in my opinion, is at another level. Ali Frazier, greatest fight ever, in my opinion. Are you fucking nuts? Ali Frazier 3? You didn't watch the Morales-Barrera fight? You didn't watch Morales-Barrera 1? Nobody watched Morales-Barrera 1? Nobody watched Mickey Ward versus Gaddy? Round 9? Fuck, round 9 was stupid. Really? Come on, stop it. How about the fight with Chavez? What's the guy he knocked out in the 12th round? What a fight that was. That was great. Good shit. Hey, Alex, I have a stage 3 comp cams in my NA build. Check the opening, closing times, and on my intake side is 10 degrees advanced. My exhaust is on the money. I can't adjust because VCT, but is this an issue? Stage 3 comp cams on my NA. What generation? I don't know what generation it is. Why are you checking? It's got VCT. Weird. Alex, when you tune for a watt box, does it disable misfires? Yes. Or only when the clutch is held. It disables misfires globally. Yeah, it was a terrible there. I would go to the Memorial Drive in Chicopee for the Berlin Turnpike, and if we really wanted to race, we would go to Route 57 in Agawam, says the Danimal. Berlin Turnpike was cool back in the day. Downhill Daddy says Canelo's going up in weight to cruiserweight. Yep, and he'll do well up there because his boxing is at another level than the big guys. Candace Page says we raced on 878 over here in New York. Pretty small from the street outlaw. PD small block from the street outlaws was there all the time. Anderson Silva versus Chavez Jr. was great. I didn't see it. I should see it. It's out there somewhere. Even though the stick is going away, it seems like if it's coming more popular to own. Do you know what I am saying? I do know what you're saying. The stick is going away, and the classes... I talked to a guy who's a local Ford guy, Sergio. He went to World Cup. And he's like, I said, let me ask you, which class did everyone get hyped for? He goes, by far, stick shift. He goes, by far. When stick shift came up, everybody was on their feet. Everybody ran to the track to see Granis run, to see Joel run, to see Fat House run, to see the Hondas run, to see the Starlets run. Everyone. It's crazy how it's becoming more and more popular. Is it true that when you're on E85, you should run a tank of 93 every 2,000 miles when you change the oil? It's not a bad idea because 93 will quote-unquote clean the fuel system based on its properties. But I have yet to see E85, if you run it consistently, gum anything up. Now, the Fairmont has experienced some issues, and I'm wondering if it sits too long with the E85 in the tank. So I'm going to drain the fuel. I'm going to take the socks out of the fuel hat and see if they're clogged up. Gotta go. Catch you on the flip side. Micah Brown. See you later, brother. I've seen people do digs on US 27 and get plowed by semi-trucks. Thriller Manila went decision, fought 100-degree heat. It'd kill most of today's fighters. Stick shift racing is making a comeback. Absolutely. I can't wait for people to get back on board with stick shift stuff. Did you guys see the new... There's a new class on NHRA. I think... Dude, it's like something X. Experimental drag racing class. This is how, finally. Check this out. Listen to this shit. It might make me watch this shit again. Brian Loans. So I'm excited here. There it is. A work in progress. Brian Loans. Lonnie Graham. Oh my God. Just give me the rundown. Just give me the quick rundown. Oh my God. Drag racing experimental. So is it called new stick? I can't even spell. Strict class. Stick. STICK. God damn it. Boy, I can't spell for shit. I gotta get used to this stand-up desk. Experimental. There's a new class, and I think it's Stick Shift Factory X presented by whatever the fuck. Yes. Announced an exciting new Factory XFX exhibition racing class for the 2022 season known as NHRA Factory X presented by Holly. The FX class will run a minimum weight of 2,650 pounds, which is nearly 1,000 pounds lighter than a factory stock showdown car. And a manual transmission is mandatory. Yes, there we go. And a manual transmission is mandatory. You a real racer? Get in this shit. Badass motherfucker with your Turbo 400. Get in this shit, real racer. FX will be included in 2022 season with competition limited across all 7 NHRA divisions, but it'll debut as a 2022 exhibition category beginning mid-year. We're extremely excited, whatever. The Copa Camaros will use a 630 horsepower Magnuson 2650, and the Drag Pack Challengers will race with a 630 horse 3.0 Whipple Cobra Jet 327 Mustang engine combination will be 610 horsepower 3-liter Whipple unit. Each body must be OEM dimensional as well, meaning there can be no alterations to the bodies, and each must feature a steel roof and quarter panels, and the chassis on the car must meet 25, 1, 2, or 3 specs. They must also race on tires that are 33 inches tall, 10.5 inches wide, which are wider than FSS cars. This is something we've been working. So guys, there's going to be stick shift supercharged racing stock bodied cars on NHRA. You don't think that's going to get a lot of attention? Oof, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait to watch that shit. Bobby Clutch says, bro, calm down. Fuck you, Bobby. I don't condone LS Swap Mustangs, but spray car potential. Have been to the hutch on island. They still lock down the house. I don't know what we talk about. You ever mess with rotaries? No way. Fuck no. Stick shift for life, says Greg. In Chicago, we've raced on Dottie for decades. Why are we talking about streets? Who gives a fuck? Potential Spam says, have a good morning, everyone. Hope to catch the dating channel later or at least drop a like. I'm new to it, but it's so real. Yes, I'll have a dating channel. Oh, it's going to be good tonight. I got petty with somebody last night. I went in. I went in on this shit, told him the truth. You are this, you are that, and you will die alone, honey. And you better change your ways, Booty. She didn't like it, but you know what? At the end of the day, I think she was at least open to some criticism. David Friedberger basically drew this up a decade ago. Glad to see it come to fruition. That's awesome for NHRA. Can you post a link for that class, please? Right here. You guys will like it. Trust me. Here's the link right here. And I'll pin it. I'll pin the link so that you guys can check out the article. And then you can kind of see, look forward to some supercharged stick shift racing. I wonder if it'll be a clutch-in class. Probably not. We'll see. That's awesome for NHRA. It'll be good to watch. It'll be a fun time. And I'd love to see stock-bodied Magnuson, Whipple, and Cobra Jets with a stick in it. And that's going to take, I wonder what kind of clutch they're going to allow them to use. Does it have to be diaphragm style, long arm style? Like, I wonder all that stuff. Sounds like she needed to hear the truth. Bro, Jared Wells, I got the receipts. I can't show them, but I got the receipts, and it was a good time. I became Richard Petty. Fuck it. I went in. Sick of this bullshit. It's a good time. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. It looks like it's slowing down. I'm going to get out of here. You guys can get on with your Sunday. I'm going to go to the gym, do my thing, probably bring the white car down to PBH, get their trailer going so I can get the engine swap next week sometime. Try to, I guess we're out of E85 at the racetrack that I go to. So I'm going to try to find some E85 and get the red car. I don't think I'm going to do any video on the red car or anything like that. It's just, there's really no video to make on the red car. It's raining. It's nasty. So there's really nothing to get out there, but I'll try to get you some stuff as it becomes available. FX class will be great to see at Gator National, says Canis Lupus. Good morning, everyone. Says Salvador Cortez. A lot of girls are clueless, and peace out, peasant. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for hanging in there for the peasant chat. We'll be back tomorrow on YDBT Dailies, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And then Tuesdays are 8:30. So the schedule goes Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 5 o'clock. Tuesday, 8 p.m. and Peasant Chat 9:30 a.m. And then I sprinkle in some dating channel stuff in there. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see you guys tonight. Let's do 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock or so for the dating channel. If something comes up, I'll let you guys know. But 8 o'clock, the dating channel tonight, we'll talk about someone had to get told the truth, man. And I had to, I got the receipts so I can reference them. And I'll get you guys going on what happened, what transpired. It's a good time. Have a great rest of your Sunday. See you guys either tonight or tomorrow for the YDBT Daily. See you later.